Okay. I'm, I'm with the Norwich Polish Heritage Group, and I'm here today on the 11th of March 2007 with Mr. Jan Zawadzki and his son Paul, and we're going to talk to Mr. Zawadzki about his life. So can I ask you, please, to tell me your early years, when you were born and where?
Early year, born in Poland, east of Poland, near Russian border.
Mm-hmm.
Helped my dad in the farms,
Right.
with big punch horses behind plough. I was only very young, and when the Russians occupied Poland, immediately registered to Red Army.
Okay. Can you tell us about your early life? Were you
Yeah.
were you born?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
Yeah, 1918.
Okay. And did you have any brothers and sisters, or?
3 sisters and 1 brother.
Okay. Right. And yeah, that was a nice life. Yeah. And you worked on a farm.
I worked on the farm to help my father,
Mm-hmm.
because he was very busy in his office. So I tried to be, as a young farmer, try to show I can work as well, be a young farmer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Not very long,
No.
not very long, because when the Russian occupied, 1939 that was,
Right.
immediately registered to the Russian army.
You went into the Russian army.
I wanted, 4.5 years.
Right.
I wanted to get away, not to go.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Russian language they said, if you escape, подстрелку, if you get away, you'll be shot.
Right.
Or your family will be to Siberia,
Right.
taken away.
Yeah. Sure.
So I was worried to live rather parents in my home.
Mm-hmm.
When they I thought better do myself go to Russia, and I did.
Right.
4.5 years.
So you worked. You were in the Russian army for 4.5
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
So where were you in that time?
First, of course, Russia was already occupied Stalingrad,
Right.
1939, 40, 41,
Right.
and pushed us on the first line.
Right.
The battlefield that was, of course,
Right.
very hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But because change situation needed to help new division,
Mm-hmm.
I was very heavy artillery myself, anti-aircraft.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was a bit worried because very important job.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, but because language, can speak language, it was easy for them.
Okay.
But it was very hard for me
Right. Okay.
to read number and pass number to officer, and he gave voice fire every time.
Right.
But that was very quick got to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the Germans were invading and.
And that was really, I was worried.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I did cry many times,
Sure.
but can't be helped.
No.
My mind were really to get away one way or another,
Mm-hmm.
and move us from Stalingrad 7 months,
Right.
and new forces were needed to Leningrad.
Okay. So you had to go to Leningrad.
That 41,
Right.
severe winter got us to. Day and night snow, 12 feet until was calm. I was worried, cry. Problem was, when I was crying, think about my home, parents, tears around the cheek and frozen straight away.
Sure. Frozen. Right.
Because
of the weather. Yeah.
and lips cracked, bleeding.
Right.
I thought, where did blood come from? The snow. I said, crack, deep cracks, very dry.
Yeah.
And process was something incredible to bear. And put us Leningrad face to face with the German, close to the Leningrad.
Okay.
Because food was scarcely very short.
Yeah.
For half day, no food at all. At the end, horse and sledge brought us fish soup in a big drum, 45 gallons. And what happened really, I never had camera at that time. I wish I had to make photograph of the horse.
Yeah, it would have been interesting.
Because every time animal usually jump for safety. And every time sledge at the top slow, horse sinking down.
Okay.
Half horse only left.
Right.
And men hold horse tight. Every time horse jump, jerk in the drum and spilled a lot soup downwards.
Right.
Ice set, very thick ice set, we used to call lollipop.
Right.
Breakers ice and share, lick little. Oh, you get more, give me some. You had only a small piece I got here. I say I plenty enough. We share ice like lollipop. Lick ice, that was water, because normally snow, they eat snow over. Fresh snow come, fill up self. That was food, our food, most of it, because bread we had in the pocket very frozen. Take frozen bread, brown one, lick little that bread and frozen immediately. Put back in the pocket, because leave for tomorrow. We thought we shall happen there.
Yeah. Were there lots of Polish people with you, or in the army?
A lot.
Right. Okay. And how did you leave Russia?
Why mixed together? Because language. A lot of people, Polish people from West Country couldn't speak Russian.
Right.
My problem wasn't
You could.
problem at all. So kept me to translate languages for Russian and some of the Polish people as well.
Okay.
Who brought the Germany more. Couldn't speak Russian at all or very little.
Right.
So they kept me always translate language as well.
Right.
So that is how I come out.
Yeah.
1941, 42, almost February was something 25th February, two general call from London.
Okay.
General Anders
Right.
and General Montgomery. Call, ask us to put name who would want to join British forces in the desert,
Okay.
in the Middle East too. Well, decision I couldn't make myself, because each person got to make decisions personally. No can help, only yourself. Was very hard. And I thought, well, if time comes, something will happen. It did happen. So, frozen, very severe frost to step. So, after that, when they put on the list, all a few thousand men, 3 ages.
Right.
Russia took it. 17, 18, 19. I'm 18. See? So many thousand young men. So, put the list and wait for departure will be, but when, didn't say when that will be. When they got back to London, no food gave, no money given. Always gave ruble, Russian money.
But I've lost where you are. Have you come out of Russia now?
No, he's still
Yeah.
in Leningrad.
Okay.
And we decide to wait and see.
Okay.
So it's very, very hard to wait too long, and how long, nobody knows. Something like 180 people in one great room on the floor. No blanket, no pillow, no straw, nothing. Only concrete. I slept on my arm.
Okay.
I remember. And one time I was such a hungry. I went on the street, looking around, the snow fully up to the neck. Walk around and I spot on a corner, in Russian language, restaurant.
Right.
What I thought really, I might drop in and see if like to.
Get some food.
Then I did. Lucky was too.
Okay.
I went in. Russian guard stood indoor with a gun as well.
Right.
Sergeant. As soon as I went in, he greeted me very nicely. Здравствуйте, say, good morning, молодой человек, young man. I thought, oh, or something. But my heart was beating much faster. Why? Because Russian people had little ticket every day's meal. I never had no ticket, no money, nothing.
Okay.
Only my shoes and trousers, that's all I had. But law, regulation had to let in, break queue, when every 6 people can get in. So I got in, gave me room to get in, I stood in the queue, I stood not very long, come to the 6 people, quickly come on, and the young people, ladies about 18, 19, was serving meal.
Okay.
Come to the last one, well, so me, I have to be, my heart beat very fast, how to do it. A lady asked in the Russian language, she said, good morning to me, Здравствуйте, солдат. Good morning, soldier. I asked in the Russian language, look at me, а что желаете, молодой человек? What do you wish to? I thought, what could I say? I said, а что имеете, пожалуйста? What do you have? Мы имеем картошки, мясо, ничего не стоит, пожалуйста, gracias. So, quick to dish 2. Meal was, of course, horse meat,
Right.
with sweet and sticky in the lips. I got to get tray, come to the table, but my eyes weren't like you said here. God was the door. I was sit position, so I a movement, a reaction in my toe. I saw in the hurry quickly swore without chewing anything. Well, ready, go out now. To question is how to get out to be lucky.
Right.
Because if
Did you join the Anders army?
yeah, because still in the angry, so uniform still, everything, had everything. Well, finished dinner. I walked to the door. Sergeant look at me and say, До свидания, молодой человек. Goodbye, young man. I thought, oh, not too bad, look like.
Okay.
And
Can
that I went all through the week. Every day. Just the departure, or I was worried. If departure come quicker, and I left behind, what would happen to me?
Right.
I was worried. And
Sure. So can we move on to when you were? Can we move on to when you were moving out into the Anders army and leaving Russia?
Yeah.
So you went into the Anders army.
yeah.
And can you tell us about that
Middle East,
situation?
Egyptian desert,
Okay.
Cairo, around Jerusalem, Tobruk, where British soldiers already fighting.
Okay.
called Tobruk, Gazala, Sicily, Alexandria. They fighting already.
Okay.
Some get from Poland to the Turkish that way. So I just knew one.
Okay.
New but with experience to be in the battlefield.
Yeah.
Plenty
yeah,
experience.
Sure. And then you went into Italy.
And I was together, joined 8th Army together
Right.
with the British forces.
Montgomery.
Now 42,
Right.
that was February 10, 42.
Right.
I was very happy then, very happy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that first thing only, finished fighting in Tobruk, clear, fight in desert,
Right.
Libya, desert, and come to join us new ones and brought all the tanks what they were fighting to show what was happening with the tanks in the desert, Tobruk. And begin do selection for drivers to use heavy tanks, something like 42-ton Sherman as well, lighter one, 18-ton. That's what they.
Mm-hmm.
And selection got to be high school, of course, got to be, everything got to be.
Mm-hmm.
There as well, how good us to be, how there was how you are to say, and point out this is one of them here, heavy 52 tons will be. We will have school, we had school 9 months, driving school, put everything up to tip-top parts of the vehicle, what, and question what this is and why you this got in the vehicle. Do any suitable would be able to, you must answer. The 9 months. Driving lessons for half day. After half day, general talk of the vehicle. What do, how do, 45 degree climb up the top. 45
degrees.
scratching, get up. We didn't know why. We didn't know why, because Italian mountain very heavy.
Okay.
And after that, 1943, before Christmas,
Right.
exercise with what we do. Prime Minister Churchill called, General Montgomery called to see General Anderson, generals to see after be long time in the desert now, the 3 years, see what we do. We did know nothing because he thought, oh, but that's a serious exercises was 15 years, live ammunition, aircraft, every tip top, ready for the but where we did not.
And that was Monte Cassino, wasn't it? That was when you
after
moved over
that,
to
ready
Italy.
to Monte Cassino.
Okay, so then you were at Monte Cassino.
Suddenly, quickly leave desert now. But where? We didn't know. Secretly. Split us into 3 different groups. 8th Army, which I was in. Monte Cassino way, Italy, France, and Burma.
Right.
Yeah, 3 different groups.
Right.
And when we come level with the Creta called name now, I remember well, German occupied that island. When we get 3 o'clock in the morning, reach to the Italy dock, all equipment is very, very busy. Tight with the chain, everything. And they opened fire on our ship. And suddenly, most frightful and worried. Captain of the ship gave his voice everybody life jackets on.
Right.
Well, that's no time to worry. Only look down and say, you have to probably go to the bottom, nothing more. But never hit one.
Right.
That was a bit luck.
Yeah.
Begin until they opened. I got too close, over, behind, again, never hit one.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky though.
But then you got to Monte Cassino.
And Monte Cassino reached first occupy Naples,
Mm-hmm.
like Yarmouth, the seaside,
Okay. Yeah.
and push us on the seaside Mediterranean
Mm-hmm.
Sea.
Yep.
Not very long.
Okay.
Had to move from Adriatic Sea,
Yep.
move to the different way.
Right. And so then you went up through Italy
went
towards
to-
Monte Cassino.
Move us to Monte Cassino of the Adriatic Sea
Mm-hmm.
to Monte Cassino.
Okay.
And when we got to Monte Cassino and put some quickly in Luden, one or two dropped right to the bottom sea, but wasn't time to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Quick got to be out and spread to the land as we landed out. And move straight away Monte Cassino way. Well, remind me today to see three places serious fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Depression was very serious. And then we went, but when we approached, not far from Monte Cassino, 3 o'clock in the morning, all tanks, all equipment pile up, very busy, ready to cross river. River name was Italian river Rapido. And suddenly German suicider left bridge the area.
Right.
Well, quickly inform 100 people, no light in the dark, they put bridge quickly and we get over, just temporary, 20 minutes to put together, and we over on the other side the river and spread, go to the attack.
Mm-hmm.
That was, range everything got sharply possible.
Yeah.
We went 3 times, push us back. So 1944, June, July, very hot. German seems like keep strong forces to keep us down without not move. But nevertheless we decide to, and the order was, General Montgomery said, this time, whatever happened, losses terrific we had. Whatever happened, we must go this time.
Mm-hmm.
And we went. My job was drive over rocky land, it was, around Monastery.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth Army was American, actually. Australian, New Zealand,
Mm-hmm.
Canadians, Gerg, mules, every possible people was on. And we went around this and get through already cut line which go from Rome, already pushed to the Monastery Casino. Nothing but rubble left of it.
Right.
And then things are going reasonably. Many losses we had, I can say. And we, after the move, cut line highway from Rome to highway 26 number, and we back again, go to see what happened. So many prisoners we get from the on the floor.
Right.
Had to come out.
And so
So-
then,
So
yeah,
then
and
you-
then they then worked their way
You worked your way to England. So when did you arrive in England?
King George VI called in.
Right. When did you get to England?
Pardon?
When did you get to England?
1946.
Okay, and then where were you in England? What did you do?
After Monte Cassino got already in the hand, I got back to the place where nothing left over it. And correspondence, I remember, call from Russia to put news on the paper. And funny enough, I stood near a Russian officer who take news.
Right.
One didn't know that a few months ago I was with them. Uniform, everything. I thought to myself, not very long I was there. And speaking the Russian to each other, Ivan, английский солдат очень хороший. Очень хороший солдат. English soldier is very tough and very good. Speak to each other and say to each other, we must we don't doложить in известие as a news the world. I thought, yeah, you do that.
So you then came to England.
Yeah.
So where did you first come to England?
1946.
And where were you then?
London,
Okay.
West London,
Hounslow, wasn't it?
Hounslow,
Yeah.
Hounslow West.
Okay. And then when did you come to Norfolk?
Norfolk, 1946 and 47, 48 onwards.
Okay. And what did you do here?
Found civilian job. Uniform still had its uniform, but had to be in a camp. 180 people in a camp, and I had to be a supervisor in a camp. 180 people in a camp. To be wait until we catch up civilian job had to be found, sort out. British people got to be sorted out, so many thousand people. No job, not yet language as well.
No house either.
But said to me, you probably leave camp now. Your language seems get very well, and for your job now, and let us know how you get on to.
Okay. So what job did you do first? What was your first job?
Work as a supervisor at some hall, as a school was.
Okay.
Was pay not very great because very low. I wanted really had offer many jobs, mechanic if I want to, haircut if I want to, doctor translate language for Italian people. I did, but low pay. So I decided to leave whole thing and do independent, like I am now.
Okay.
And find a job yourself.
So you went independent. You went self-employed.
And I like it to be myself.
Okay. And what did you do as self-employed?
So
Not
self-employed. Okay.
So went to
Independent.
He meant, yeah.
finished at school and called to fruit farm apple grower. Very large apple grower. Cox is beautiful.
Okay, just say that again, Paul.
That was Broom Fruit Farm.
Okay.
That took
Broom.
Dad on,
That was
and he
Broom
became
Fruit
like a
Farm.
supervisor
In the
for
east part.
apple picking and everything,
What I
basically.
like to
Tree
be,
pruning and so on.
Okay.
I had opportunity, different job, mechanic or haircut too, or mechanic, so anything like that. But I thought no more vacuum tractors work, that's it. And I work as supervisor. Apple picking.
Did you get married in England?
Yeah.
Or? Yeah. Can you tell us then?
I,
When did you get married?
Married 1958,
Mhm.
59.
And what was your wife's name?
Grace Mary. As a
She was
person,
one of the
look,
one of his team of apple pickers. That's how they met.
Okay.
I was supervisor to have 52 lady put in the book name to a pay pocket Friday.
Right.
If I put little, not quite, that cut wages away. So I work with a pencil, a little book. As soon people come 9 o'clock in the morning, I knew my faces. You and you and you. Today, important job will be send 3,000 boxes to London to Marks.
Right.
Be careful, not nipping the nails. We could go back before get to London. So must be very careful.
Mum was one of the apple pickers, wasn't
Yeah.
she? So you met Mum there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we look smart to each another round apple tree to wink with the eye. And boss called one time to see me what job I'm doing in month's try was to. He come at the picking time and he said to me, I'm glad about you. I hear about Poland. We make shooting game every year. Stags, or it's a lovely country you come from. I like it, he said. Just like England, he said.
So when were you married? When were you married?
Married?
Yeah. What year?
58.
And you had a son?
Yeah. That's the
And
one.
when was he born?
1961.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was young Paul.
That was me. Yeah, born 1961.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And how long did you work for that at the apple pickers?
35 years.
Wow.
When come to that, like that boss die, his property go for sale, and I begin to think what to do now. I went to Brixton, not very far from Broome, computer work.
Okay.
Very quick got to be. For selection, poultry selection got to be chicken factory.
Was that Buxted? Was that the Buxted?
What?
Was that Buxted?
Buxted.
Buxted. Yeah,
Buxted,
chicken
company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Used to be.
And how long did you work there?
You retired, didn't you?
12 years.
Yeah, when he retired.
Okay, and then you retired.
I retired 1983.
Okay, in 1983.
1983.
Okay. And are you enjoying retirement?
Very much so. Best time I ever had, and happiest time to be finished war. Like happened many things to like that. And been in the war time twice. German hit my vehicle. Fire broke out as well. I forgot to say.
Well, you've had a very interesting life.
I escaped, but 3 men could escape quickly now. Go to the roost. Could escape quickly now. But we used to learn in the desert. If anything happened, we didn't laugh. Oh, it never happened.
Right.
It did happen.
Okay.
Near Lima, space was opened enough to get quickly out. When the German Red Cross hit our tank, and fire broke out immediately. So me, without thinking, no time to think, quickly jumped like a rat of the hole. Crawled all, I carry a lot of ammunition too. So heavy, like 42 tall.
Yeah, you certainly had a long and very happy life and a very interesting life.
Very
And thank you
So really,
very much for talking to us.
What happened